the wood kind of similar to this. It's got that really, it's got an open grain that screams ash and elm. When I was parting off the bottom, it had that really interlocked grain that also screams elm. Um, but it's hard to say for sure. All right, so I'm going to use a sanding sealer here. Um, this just kind of gives it an extra layer of protection before we add the finish. I've diluted it with um, alcohol, so that should help it dry off quicker. But this is not the full oil, but we're still going to get like a little preview of what the oil will look like when we add it. So I'm going to add this, let it dry real quick, and then we'll knock it down, sand it again. It'll give us a slightly smoother finish. Um, we'll do our oil finish. But we're getting kind of a very nice color to this piece. I actually really dig it. Kind of this creamy color that gets, it's kind of darker on one side than the other. Okay, so we'll let that dry for just a second. Where'd I put the lid? Oh, it's right there. Give that just a couple minutes to dry off while I engage with the chat a little bit closer. A little hair shake real quick. Yeah, I can do that. Wood shavings have a tendency to hide in my curls. It's happened before and it will happen again. Covered in sawdust too. Yeah, see, there's still some in there. How's everyone doing? My hands are covered in sawdust, so that's not making anything better. Oh, move out of the Twitch cameras away. Am I the only Alaskan sad about not seeing a space on the board for your state? So, I'm doing Alaska. Where to put it? You're just gonna. I'm gonna kind of play it by ear and solve that problem when I get there. Um, it there can't really be a space for it on the state, honestly. So I kind of have to be creative. We'll figure it out. But don't worry, Alaska's actually on the poll to choose the next state tree on Patreon. Naturally curly hair life. I know, right? It's what we got to deal with. The shavings just want to be friends with the curls. I guess so. I guess so. How much do I want for the map when finished? It's not for sale. If you came at me with a really insane offer, I'd have to entertain it, but I doubt that we're going to be on the same page. Watch someone you're having a bad day. Oh, thank you so much, Allie. That's so kind. I love hearing that. I absolutely love hearing that. I'm happy to hear that they help with bad days. Woodworking and bourbon always go hand in hand. That's why you're favorite. That's great. I love hearing that. Everything wants to be friends with curls. It's true. I didn't when I was a kid. I didn't like having curly hair as a kid and as a teenager. How do I plan on doing Hawaii? I'm just gonna kind of figure it out when I start working on it. I have a few ideas, but I won't really know until I start working on it. How many total hours have I spent on the map so far? Someone asked me that because I got tagged like a gajillion times in um, that really awesome woodworking piece that's going viral on TikTok right now of the shoes the dude carved out. It's an amazing piece. And in that he said it was like over 300 hours. So I had a lot of people asking how many hours have I put into the map. And do I know Old Time Hockey? Yeah, absolutely. I follow him. He rules. Um, big fan. Uh, so I had someone ask me, and it's hard for me to gauge because the trick with the state tree map is most of the time I've worked on that has been in creating the content. Some of the states go quick.